pass on him. Because I feel the difference.
I mean, you know what? This is the kind of horse I could ride all day long.
I mean, that's...
You know, that's just how, seriously, I could just, and you know, the reason is that he got that so quickly.
Yeah.
But now what you're going to think about as the rider, remember what I said at the trot and in the circle, how I would just, in the circle, I would gently squeeze the rein. It's not a holding. You do have to maintain contact, and you have to maintain a lot more pressure in the inside rein.
Yeah.
So that in order to house halt and be elastic on the outside, it makes so much more sense. So therefore, utilize, you know, practicing in your warm-up or in walk, trot, canter, all of your schooling and warm-up before, think about your circles and your bending lines with that little bit of the squeeze.
Yeah.
So that when you're on a small circle like this and you are asking for collection,
Right.
the contact is going to be there, but it is going to be so light because of self-carriage.
Right.
Not because you let him out,
Right.
not because you threw him away,
Right.
but because he's on his own. Right. And the feeling is, sorry, but it's just orgasmic.
No, I
It
totally
is
get
unlike anything. I mean, it's better. It's
you
better
know
than
how
sex.
people, like, you know, the jumpers love it because they go over big jumps and they get that thrill.
Yeah.
That's our thrill.
It
That's
is.
our, like...
The purity of throughness.
Yeah.
And you know, he gave me about 3 strides today.
Yeah.
And I went, oh good God, this was so good.
I know.
And oh, your saddle fits him perfect.
Isn't
and that
it
is the
awesome?
most comfortable saddle on the planet.
Thank you. Paula will be not happy to hear that.
Really, really perfect for him.
I...
Now, the other thing I want you to focus on is take the reins in your left hand. Just your left rein in your left hand, and I want you to hold the whip at the top. Drop it, and I want you to have your hand upright and the thumb on top of the rein. Now that's where you carry the whip to help him on that left shoulder.
Yeah.
Not this way or back or all cockeyed.
Yeah.
And then it should be carried across your knee. When you're there, when you're normally riding, and then look at where it places your hand. It's correct.
Right.
So now that's another option for you if you get frustrated and you look at your hand. You go, oh, I can't fix my stupid hand because
the other day I got mad and I was like, I'm just gonna bridge my reins. I'm gonna bridge my reins
There.
because I was like, I can't fucking move then.
That's it. Yes, I get it. I get it. But I look at my hand and I say, oh, you are absolutely useless.
Like, what are you doing?
Because it was my left hand, and then I have the sky hook on my right hand for some reason. It's just, all the pictures were like this, and I thought, oh my God. You know, when you're training, it's one thing, but when you're showing, this hand is a whole fist higher. So I fixed it.
Yeah.
But my point is that I fix it through ways of determination and feel, and you. What I want to say as an option is you can take a whip in each hand.
Right.
And if you carry a whip in one hand,
Yeah.
that will sometimes develop a habit in that one hand and not the other.
Right.
So it's important to change the whip, and then if you don't do that, you can also just ride with 2 whips.
Right.
They can even just be bats, jumping bats, and so it doesn't affect the horse.
But just enough to keep it.
Enough for you to keep this part here.
Yeah.
You know, exactly how you have them now.
Yeah.
But in order for you to be able to help guide that left shoulder,
Yeah.
you know, we have to be able to build that wall, and you can't put it. I've kicked horses. I kicked horses in the shoulder. I've you know, the babies when I don't have a spur.
Right.
Or my former Grand Prix horse, Devil from Hell, before he understood.
Yeah.
But it's a place for you to have a barrier.
Yeah.
And remember that the spurs are punishing, the whip is guiding. It's an extension of your leg.
Right.
I also carry the whip. Take it in your, just slide it over to your right hand, right where it is, but keep it in front of the horse. Now flip it, yeah. Okay, now just take it, don't change it, keep it in put it in your left hand now. No, don't change it. Just slide it into your left hand.
Like this?
Yeah, okay, no, now let go of the right hand. Now let go of the right hand. Hold it like this. This is really a good way. You'll like this later. Okay. And you can get a horse.
Oh, yeah.
If you have a horse that is coming from behind and really, really forward, but he wasn't listening to my brakes so well.
Yeah.
then you can use that. And on babies, when you get handy enough with it, you can go to the right, and then swip it back over to the left. And
Yeah. I've actually seen that a few times.
yeah, well, with the babies, you kind of, when you're riding as many stallions as I've backed, you know, get over here. But he doesn't have that mentality. I'm just adding more tools to your toolbox.
Right.
And you might have a student that has those issues.
Right.
Right? So you can think of it that way. So I want to go to the trot work. And I want you to again feel the snaffle in your hand. I don't want you to feel pressure on the curb. I just want you to know that it's there with your other two. You can select 2 fingers. Everybody has their own way. And he needs to be able to, you need to be able to pick up the rein, and he goes straight, and his head is up, and it's round. It doesn't dive down, and it doesn't flip up. He needs to respect all that more, but just from your lower leg. So pay attention to the flexion. Feel the struggle that he gives you on that left shoulder.
Yeah.
Say, look, buddy, the whip is here now. Good job. Yeah. And his face is different because he's very concentrated on you right at the moment.
Yeah.
And he needs that. And again, shorten the reins just a tad. Just a tad. From your lower legs into the ears and into the bridle, into the mouth. Yeah. Keep the flexion right. Gentle, gentle flexion. We're just talking, there's the eyelashes and the eyeball. Good, good. And then when you're ready, if you want to go to the trot work, fine. If not, if you want to go back to the canter, you have to tell me. And it's one kick with that spur and then relax. We don't want that spur constantly in his side. Well, that's nice that he listened because he didn't at first. There's your exactly. Beautiful. If somebody wouldn't have given you an 8 for that, I probably would have shot the judge. A little more impulsion. There. Maintain the contact on the right rein. Soften the left. So you have to have that independency of each hand, each leg.
Yeah.
That's
Definitely
it, Brandy. That's it, Brandy. That's really good with your legs. Supple in your hips. Let your hips go. If you start to brace and hold, and you look like you're water skiing, and it's not pretty. There. There. Excellent. And then he gives as well. Right. Keep the right rein, and then soft now. Soft now. Be sure to be very clear, and that when you ask for something and you get it, that you reward much faster. Rewards are more important. Good. Good. Don't give that inside rein, ever.
Okay.
There. There. Follow with the left. Follow with the left rein. And take a couple deep breaths. Good boy. And then change rein. Think about pivoting his head to the left. Now giving right and closing up the left fist. Let your hips go. There. Super. Looking up. Look up. There. Now I'm so much prettier.
Yeah.
Look at yourself in the mirror. You should be very, very, very proud to be on the back of this horse. Yeah. Straighten, and now flexion left and left leg to the right rein. Well done. Excellent. Now this is a collected trot. Shorten both of your reins and soften at the shoulders and at the elbow. Deep breaths and let your hips go. There. That's an aha moment, Brandy. Drop your hands a bit and relax the shoulders and the elbows. There. Close the left wrist. Give right, give right, give right, give right. There. You have to give right even more. Left leg, keep the left leg on. Your right leg stays on him and your left leg bounces like a cheap pair of earrings. Okay? So,
She's never going to forget that one.
Give right. Yeah, Brandy, you feel the difference?
Yeah.
Okay, now slow them back and shorten your reins again. Sitting up, relaxing, enjoying, being proud. Pretend you're just marching into that show ring. Sitting up, sitting tall, supple in the hips. There, not leaning back. Oops, it's all right. He was so under that he became unbalanced. Good boy. Quiet the left leg. Turn your toe in. There, there, there. Okay, that's a good one for you. Yeah. Keep the toe in. That's it, Brandy.
Oh.
New pony. I have nothing to say. Lots of changing direction though. I would do a 15-meter serpentine in the ring. Practicing your taking and keeping the flexion and giving the outside. Drop your left rein. There. He said thanks, Mom. Give right. Give left, take right. Oh, I thought you were going to turn.
I want to kind of stay here for a second.
Oh, but that's fine. You know what you feel. Good. Yep.
My bad. Sorry, buddy.
You get a 2 or a 3 for your movement. Look at his. Keep the left leg quiet. Keep it there. Toe in. Yeah. Super. Perfect. Both toes in. Feel your ankles just be super, super loose. But they still stay inside of the horse. Still stay to the side of the horse. Yeah, very good. Excellent. There. So he's starting to drop down in the pole and get heavy. So you have to treat this with a half halt, okay? Through the forward. As he starts to get a little heavier, don't quit, because that's what has happened. So through the forward, keep the flexion left. Drop your hands, shorten both of your reins, stay exactly the same. Now you got him back. Now that was so simple.
Right.
By not stopping. Good riding, huh? Yeah. And you can do shoulder ins. Nice. Yep. Wow. Give that right rein, Brandy. You control the angle. And you always control the not the forward, but you control the angle in the half halt with the outside rein.
Yeah.
And always the angle in with the outside rein in any lateral movement. Comes from the outside. Always maintaining the flexion though. That's much better. Now he's really stepping through.
Yeah.
And drop your hands again and relax your shoulders. With the right wrist, take and give. There! He can swing easier, so not too much angle. Soften your hips. There. He responds to that more than anything.
Yeah, he's really sensitive in his back.
Yeah, which is great. Right rein. Right rein. More right rein, less angle. Are you looking in the mirror?
No, I'm right off of it.
Yeah, okay, I want you to come and look in the mirror. You'll see that's 4-track.
Yeah.
That's too hard for him as well. Keep the flexion. That was a very, very, very nice turn. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's okay. That's it.
There.
Keep
There. Oh, there.
that's one of those moments.
Yeah.
Supple in your hips. There. Toes in. Right rein. Right rein. Right rein. Right rein.
Good boy.
Now he swings. It's through. Go across the diagonal. Rock easy. Don't lean back. Toes in. Good horse. And down the center line. Shoulder in. And look at the mirror. Control it with your left rein. Keep your legs in position. Quiet the legs. Supple the hips. There. There. See, now he can push, Brandy.
Yeah.
Turn right. Oh, give left, give left, give left. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You have to be able to give him a place to go to when you turn. Let your hips go. Toes in. Good. Left rein. Looking here. Too much angle. So, no, think about it. If he starts to wander one direction or other,
Yeah.
then that means you're asking too much with either the right leg or the left leg. Good boy. Soften your seat. Your hips go. Let your hips go. Good, good, good. Give left. Now take left. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the timing.
Yeah. Oh.
Give
And
him
then
a
I
break.
lost it.
Give him a break. Give him a break. So there's your timing. You came around the corner.
Yeah.
You have to give left in that turn.
Right.
And then as soon as you come back and you hit the line and you know that you have
Aren't
to
you
ask for
freezing?
a straightness or you have to ask for lateral movement, the half halt comes
summer
here.
in
So you
York.
stop that movement and that turning from right here.
Yeah.
I know. I've turned into a whip.
Good. Finally got the feeling.
I'm sure it will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The big thing is I really did feel, because the past couple weeks, the struggling of keeping my legs long, and that he went off my calf, which is what you nailed right on the head when you got on him. And it was like, yeah, this is the feeling I want. This is what I need to get from him now, because, you know, I saw it and now I felt it. So now I know what I need to.
There isn't a horse. There's only one horse on the farm, and that's it's the stallion will periodically say, because I'm a stallion.
Right.
And you know there are two kinds of stallions, right? Lazy and lazier. Right. He's not typically lazy, but you know he knows me.
Right.
And he will take advantage of other people and say, I don't have to go that much faster, do
Right.
I? And once you say, yes, you do, he goes, okay.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Samantha's going to be riding him now that she's here.
That's awesome.
So she's going to work her way through and get to ride him. But the fun part is, you know, yet he's so quick, his piaffe and passage, like, he's just this big machine.
That's awesome.
The funniest story is when Rich Feller sat on him the first time. And I took him over to Whip and Spur, and he hadn't been jumped in the saddle. And I'd done all the young horse and, you know, and the Kentucky, I'd done everything with him. And so he had all the flat work. But Rich got on him, and he closed his legs, and Seeker started to piaffe right on the spot. And like this huge piaffe, and Rich goes, whoa, whoa, whoa! what's going on? And then I said, relax, let go of your legs and your seat. And then so he started to passage out. And I said, you need to let go and relax even more. I said, he'll go on his own.
Right.
And so then he starts this big, beautiful trot, and he just takes him out in the field, in the trails. Rich's face was like the Cheshire Cat. He wouldn't stop smiling. Then he picks up the canter. We go into the indoor. He picks up the canter. I just love this story, so I have to share it. He picks up the canter, and he kind of was moving around a bit, and so he came across the ring, and Seeker just automatically, he flexed him to the one direction, the new direction, and Seeker just huge flying change, not a lead change, but this big, beautiful flying change. And then he flipped another change, and then he flipped another change because Rich was still not on balance, so surprised, right? And so he started doing all these tempies. And Rich was like, whoa, what's he doing? Because he had never sat on a maid dressage horse.
That's
And it's funny because these jumpers were asking to come and take lessons on my Grand Prix horses, so they could feel the buttons.
the buttons.
And that's the story is leading to. You need, and we talked about this last lesson. You need to develop the quickness and the responses so you can develop more buttons and broaden his base.
Right.
So that's why when I got on, I went, no, no. And that's why the quickness why I did at the other end of the ring, the halt, quiet, immobile, and then trot on, right away trot on.
Exactly.
And you're going to need that in your test when you halt, salute,
Absolutely.
and you don't want them to take a walk or two.
No.
Two strides walking, you need a trot.
Right.
So, if you sat on any other horse here, you would sit down and you would ask with your lower legs, and I swear to you, those horses would shoot off like a cannon.
He's gonna beat you.
Yeah, he will.
He will. No.
And
No,
so will all the other horses in the barn.
What's that?
I said, and so will all the other horses in the barn.
But the most important thing that I can impress upon you is it has to be done tactfully. You can't say, get up, because I think I know you enough now that you won't take it too far. But
He won't let me.
Yeah.
I
could have really pushed him, but it would have been unfair.
Yeah, even for you, and you just get tense, and it's like, why?
But it's the same with other horses, Randy. As a professional, I want you to always think that it must be fair, and it won't happen the first time. It may not the third or fourth or fifth.
Right.
But once you make it clear each time, then they'll understand. It's like when you write something on a piece of paper with a pencil. You can erase it.
Right.
But if you do something on a horse, and it's like writing it in ink.
Right.
It just doesn't. It's the way it is.
Right.
It's there.
Right.
And so think of it that way. Anything is permanent, and their memory is good.